Welcome to Toffee TV for another edition of Wear, Frame and Bin. I am joined by Peter MacFarlane, not to be confused by Peter McPartland, which loads of people do, by the way. People go, I heard you on the radio the other week, fantastic. Yeah, thanks. I'll take all the credit for Pete. I'll take all the credit. Yeah, so we're going to go through another 3 kits, and dead simple. First one is wear, which is something you like, you love the kit, might be a nice little story behind it. Something is frame, which means it means something to you for a reason. And then there's bin. Now the bin might be because you hated the kit, you hated the season, you hated the manager, you hated the particular game, you just hate something, you want to put it in the bin. So let's go with your first one, which is wear. What is the shirt you would wear, Pete?
So this kit, this is yours.
This is ours. This is ours. So this is like the 1994 to 96 away kit.
Yeah, with Limpard on the back.
It's got Limpard on the back, yeah.
But absolutely love this kit. It was the first away kit that my dad got me. I've actually got another one framed over there with the wrong name and numbers, apparently.
Fine.
He's told me now, with Kanchelskis 17 on the back. But that kit, yeah, it was the first away kit. I was always given got the home kits when I was a kid. That was the first away kit that I got, and then obviously added the yellow one eventually. But yeah, just love this kit. Love it. It was our away kit when I remember Big Dunk scoring in it. I remember, well, Andre
Kanchelskis actually scored that hat-trick at Sheffield Wednesday.
Yeah.
That really should have Kanchelskis on it. But you know what? We didn't have a kit when I was getting loads of them made with Limpard on. And I just remembered Limpard had played in that game, played in games wearing that kit.
Yeah.
So I just decided to get Limpard. But really should have Kanchelskis on just because of how amazing he was wearing that kit.
Yeah.
But also the other reason it doesn't have, because the kit nerds will shout at me now. The other reason it doesn't have Kanchelskis on is because it's NEC, and he was Danker, so that's one of the reasons why it doesn't have Kanchelskis.
So if you get one with Danker, you can then
I can have it, because it's got to be accurate. Everyone, I would know inside. No one, when people say like you're cheating yourself, I would know. Other people mightn't know. Same with your name set. I couldn't live with that. I couldn't live with that name set.
Devastated.
I couldn't.
I've had it since I was like 6.
Trying to eradicate that out of your brain. I couldn't live with that personally. But
it's limited edition. It's limited edition.
But that kit, it is limited edition to one. That kit is like, I remember that coming out, and it followed on from one of the nicest white kits we'd ever had, the pinstripes. I've just been showing it, the Oasis one, the pinstripes. And when that came out, people were just like, what have you done?
Oh, I love it.
What? No, but I just think over years, it's grown to become such a cult favourite. I remember when we beat Wimbledon 3-2, I think it was on New Year's Day. Dunk scored a couple of goals with 3-0 up, and then they pulled it back to 3-2 in the end, got very, very nervy. And it was all white. Kanchelskis, as you said, at Sheffield Wednesday. It turned out to be a real cult kit, that, and a lot of people now look at it, and because it's a 90s kit and the trend of wearing kits now, a lot of people look at it now and go, wow, that is a proper kit, that.
Love it.
That is a proper kit.
You had there was different types of shorts as well, you could have it, wasn't it?
Well, he was the black, it came with black shorts, and I've still got them actually. I mean, they didn't fit me when I got them, and they don't fit me now. But we wore, for New Year's Day, we wore the white home ones, and we had an all-white kit, and it looked cool.
Yeah, I remember.
I am a kit nerd, mate. I am a kit nerd. And it did look really, really smart.
See, I'm being educated here now. While I'm telling you about my favourite kits, I'm being educated.
Well, there you go. There you go. It is a really nice kit, though, now when you look back on it. And a couple of other teams had something similar to it. I remember Lazio had a very similar one. Yeah. And Chelsea had a similar one, but it was orange and graphite.
That's right.
And we drew 3-3 with them towards the end of that season, and I remember that one because we only had to win like one game, and we drew 3 in a row. But also everyone was getting their voucher for the cup final tickets, so there was thousands there, and we drew 3 games in a row, and then we had to go to Ipswich in that kit. We had to go to Ipswich in that kit, and we won 1-0. Paul Rideout. Yeah. So. There are memories, lots of memories attached. And also what was cool about this was the Umbro is actually the Umbro's in the kit.
Yeah.
It's in the kit.
Yeah.
But yet the NEC looks like it's been stuck on.
So the NEC's got like
velvety.
It's a velvety material as well. That's what I miss about the older kits. Yeah. It was the extra bit of detail that you'd have. always a stitched on badge as well, which is just amazing.
The badge in a badge looks amazing.
The badge in a badge, yeah. But I always just a nice little button as well on the collar. It's nice. It's just a belter of a kit, isn't it?
It is now a belter of a kit.
Love it. But again, there are kits like that, like you say, though, where when they first come out, there's a bit of controversy or people aren't on board with them. But then, even a few years down the line, people look at them and all of a sudden it's a cult classic. I saw Baz, you know, he picked out the Fisher Price Everton third,
the yellow one,
the yellow and blue one, and I've got to agree, I love it.
It's a nice kit, it's a terrible badge. And I think also this is why when kits come out, I'm never quick to like judge them at the time. I always think it's better to judge them afterwards, even after the season. What have you won in it? What big game? And that's why I suppose retro kits are now like the big thing, because when kits come out, you have no affinity to them. It always used to make me laugh now when you turned up on the first day of the season and people have got names and numbers on the back of the shirts of players who just signed, and I never agreed with that. Although I did get Kanchelskis, I must admit I did get Kanchelskis, but it's like something I'd never agree with, because like they haven't done nothing. They might turn out to be terrible. You better stick them with what you know, and then maybe the following season go, yeah, the good season, then I'm going to get his name and number on the back of my shirt.
See, I've made that mistake so many times when I was a kid, especially because I had Kanchelskis was like the peak. Yeah. And then after that, I was chasing him. I was chasing the next Kanchelskis. Yeah. So I had Alex Anderson on the back of 2 shirts, which is like, I mean, you used to pay by the letter as well. So my dad had to take out a small loan. Do you know what I mean? Alex Anderson 7, I've got 2 of them. And then it was like Cadamartri. Although, to be fair,
you went back for more. With Alex Anderson.
2. I've got 2 of them. I got the white one with the it's like white and blue. I'll have to show you it. It's got like 1-to-1 on it, like going across the front. I have got it. Yeah, and then I've actually got this.
All right, we'll come on to that one in a minute. So right, let's move on to frame now. Show us the kit first before you this one's quite unique for actually. So this is the following season, and again, anyone of this generation, this is, I think, the golden age of footy kits. So this came out the following season. It's everyone. This is like people will say this is the Gary Speed kit. Yeah, and we have got Gary Speed on the back. Kanchelskis did wear it a few times, so I'll give him that. And I think he scored in it down at Chelsea. I think it might have been his last goal for Everton. But Gary Speed is synonymous with this kit. Yeah. Now in first season again, Danke. Now again, the Danke's in the kit. Yeah. Very, very interesting. And it's got the Umbro, which was in the kit.
I love the Everton FC as well.
Yeah, it's got Everton FC. It's just a very unique kit, because we've never had anything before like this, and we've never had anything since with this kit. Now, what's unique, again, we've got the badge in the badge, but we talked about frame, but you've actually got it you're the first person to bring the frame into the studio. So why have you got this shirt framed?
So again, we were doing a night with Andrei Kanchelskis, and I managed to find this kit again. It was one of my earlier kits. It was the second away kit I got off my dad. It was Kanchelskis, like as you said, he'd scored in it just before he left as well. I believe this is the last programme that actually featured them, last Everton programme that featured them.
Yeah, because he did go in January 97, didn't he?
And then that's the kit, obviously wearing the kit. So I thought, well, I wanted to get it framed. I thought it was, he signed both of them, signed the one with the wrong letters and numbers on, as you just told me today. But he also signed this.
I mean, they're the right letters. I mean, they spell his name, but
they do spell it. It's limited edition.
Do they spell it?
But yeah. So this is it's just
tremendous. So Blackburn Rovers, and he actually shows the picture of him playing against Blackburn Rovers the season before.
He signed the programme. He signed the signed the shirt as well. So it's and again, you know, I mentioned about the Everton FC. If you're going to get that shirt framed and signed, there's a nice little border as well.
Nice border. And I remember that it's got like the Everton. Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest, I hated this template when I was a kid, the way they used to do Everton with the line through it, and I still hate it. I remember seeing that on the mock-up for Hill Dickinson Stadium on the South Stand, and I was just like, you can't do that. That's horrendous. I hate the font. I hate the way the E is capitalised and nothing else is capitalised. I hated that as a kid, and I still hate it now, but it runs all through this kit. Do you remember the first outing of this kit?
I'm not going to go up against your kit knowledge.
Everton played at Anfield against Borussia Mönchengladbach in a friendly.
Why were we playing there?
So it was a tournament that took place at Anfield and at Goodison. So we played the Saturday games. We played at Anfield. Dunk tried to Panenka a penalty too, and it bounced off the bar. And then the following day we played at Goodison against Liverpool in a pre-season game, and we drew 0-0.
Right.
So the first outing that I can remember, listen, it might have been played before in that pre-season, but the first time I can remember us wearing it, because by then, in them days, a lot of pre-season games you never even seen. You never even heard of them. Everton are playing in Sweden somewhere, and you would no idea. But we played in...
I used to just have to get the pink echo to find out.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So, yeah, we played in this tournament, and we played at Anfield, and don't think it'd ever happen again. It was a centenary of something or other. I can't quite remember. I'm trying to think now. 1996. I'm trying to think what this is.
The Umbro tournament was 96, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't the Umbro tournament. It was something else.
Yeah.
But as I said, it was Liverpool played in it, and we drew 0-0 at Goodison the following day. But there you go. So yeah, it's a brilliant kit, and again, it's one of those kits now that I think loads of teenagers who are going to uni are probably trying to dig out their dads and want to wear it, or have got the...
I love the blue and black as well. I love the fade.
It's so weird.
It's
so... I know we've worn yellow and we've worn black, and obviously we wear blue.
But as an away kit's
Do
not
you know
blue.
what I really love as well? I love the danker.
Yeah.
I love how they've used the colours for the danker, and it's in the kit. I don't remember that ever being done before, and I don't think it's ever been done since. I just love the way the danker's in the kit. It's just so unique, and it makes the danker, the sponsor, be like, where now you got the sponsors, it's like bleh.
It makes it part of the kit.
It makes it part of it, because it literally is part of the kit, even on that one. Yeah.
And the way it cuts off the lines as well, and it's just in
its own thing.
Yeah.
That's how you do a sponsor. That's how you do a sponsor.
But then what you don't do is what they did the year after when they decided to keep the kits. They changed the 1-to-1.
Yeah.
And you could buy the iron-on thing.
Well, the same thing happened to the white one. When we changed the danker the following season, you could actually go down to the shop and get like a danker sticker. Now, the kit itself, it was like almost a sticker. I burnt mine off with an iron, and it's still got the iron. I've still got the kit, and it's still got the iron mark on. And the reason I've never sort of done anything with it is because I got Dunk to sign it around the time, because it's got Ferguson number 9 on the back. I just never got it washed. And it looks a little bit tatty now. So it is what it is, but there you go. So there you go. The first time anyone's actually brought a framed version in. So there you go. That's the shirt that Pete would frame. There we go. We've had you wear, we've had you frame, very much of the same generation. What is your bin? What's your bin?
So my bin. I mean, there's good things about this kit as well, but in terms of...
You'll have to tell me what they are.
Well, the good things are the players who played in them. You know, we managed to survive, but overall it was a horrendous sort of.
So this was the first Puma kit. This is early 2000s Puma kit. To me, it looked. So this is actually my shirt. This is actually my shirt. So it actually looks like a Birmingham City kit. That's the first thing I'd say.
Yeah.
There's far too much white on it. Ridiculous. Look at how much white is on it, and also how wide is that kit?
See, that was the thing. It always annoyed me when I was a kid. Is that when you bought this kit, it was so loose fitted. It was massive.
Loose fitted, my God! Look at the size of it.
It was huge. Yeah,
it was huge.
Absolutely huge.
So this is number one. It's the first Puma kit. Number two, it was the first badge for the new badge, which was basically the old badge, but now it's got added features of 1878 and Everton, which, in my opinion, is ridiculous. Like, you go to those ones over there, that one just has they just have the badge on them. Yeah. They don't need to
You know who it is.
You know who it is, and you should. To me, if you have to write the name of a football club on a badge, then you've done piss poor job of marketing. Yeah. Who cares when we were founded? Who cares when we were founded?
But then we came full circle, didn't we? Where it ended up taking over what the badge was about, and
obviously we skipped it. It's got my original number 9 on the back. Yeah. I didn't want the heartbreak of anyone else leaving, so I just got number 9 on the back. Kevin Campbell, obviously this was his shirt. I just went with number 9. I just didn't want the heartache. Yeah. So what other reasons are you for absolutely just hating this shirt?
Again, I mean, you've kind of touched on them. When you actually look at the white to blue ratio, when you look at the stars,
Ignore the tea stains.
There's so much white on it. As you said, it looked like a Birmingham City shirt. I just didn't like it. I didn't like when I wore it as a kid, and the 1-to-1 was
Could be a kneecap. That's how big that is.
Look at the size of it. But the 1-to-1 as well, on this one in particular, it was really, especially when you first got it, it was so jagged.
Yeah,
it was like jagged.
Chunky
it was,
that is. So chunky.
Chunky 1-to-1.
So heavy.
Yeah, and just a really like heavy,
This is
overly sized,
my God,
too much white kit.
This is 25 years old, this shirt, and it looks massive. I must have been, I don't know.
Well, I've got a youth one, I think, or a small, and it's huge.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that is not a good shirt, is it?
It's not a good shirt.
That is not
it's shiny as well.
Yeah.
It's got that shiny thing about it. I just don't like it. I just don't like the shirt.
It is. But again, there'll be a certain set of people who really like this, who probably think this is really nice. But I think it's got, the collar is like, some people don't like collars, so if you don't like collars, that's a box ticked. The white panels are ridiculously big. Ridiculously big. It's still got more white. It's got white piping and panels. It's got a white collar, a white neck. It's got piping on the back.
Yeah,
it's just
too much going on.
And you know what it also reminds me of? It also reminds me of, this is the shirt that Liverpool beat us 3-2 in at Goodison. And it's just watching that wall crumble, and then Paul Gerrard scamper over to try and save McAllister's free kick in the last minute.
I'm sure Nicholas Alexanderson played in that as well. Get rid of it.
It's horrendous. My shirt, it's all right. That's in a horrendous shirt, so...
Yeah. Happy with that then, yeah?
I'm happy with that. I'm happy with all three, I'll be honest. I can't... It's not my choice anyway. It's not... None of these are my choice. These are your choice.
Yeah.
So I'm happy with all them. Not
Yeah. See, one thing I would say though about kits, you know, when they first come out and you might not like them.
Yeah.
One thing is that the ones that are the least popular now, if you like your kits, they're the ones to buy. Yeah. Because there's going to be less of them available in the future, you know, and inevitably the ones that are a bit louder and the ones that are a little bit more out there are the ones that people end up loving.
Yeah, if you go in like, if you see what Everton sell, like retro wise or whatever's big on, if you go, you would always think it was something that was attached to winning something. Yeah. Of course, that white one that was our last trophy. We wore the Charity Shield. Yeah. But
Finney Sandways.
It had Danker on it. It had Danker on it, yeah. So you see the kits now, and they're not like, people aren't flocking to buy like 85 kit. Like there's a big thing for like my nephew when we were playing. I can't remember. It was a couple of years ago. It was one of the relegation fight games. I think it was Bournemouth, and we were all wearing like old shirts. And he wore his dad's 1998 1-to-1,
the blue one,
which is like light blue, and everyone at the time hated it.
It's a classic now,
and it is a classic now. Yeah. So it's weird that Everton don't sell it, and yet you can get it on some Chinese websites. Yeah. But you can't buy Everton. Don't sell it now. That's fine. I don't mind. They don't have to. They can. But people seem to love that kit now. It's like again, it's come full circle, and people who have nothing to do with that trauma love those shirts.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's weird. It's like people are like that. There's something different about it because it's got the thing across, and I'm sure someone will pick it either as their best or wear shirts as we go on. But there's more people now. I just think these 90s Umbro tops are just so highly respected as well now, and because the bagginess of shirts has come back in people now.
Yeah. Not that baggy.
Skinny jeans,
not as baggy as that other
baggy jeans, skinny jeans. Pick one for God's sake. But yeah, these 90s kits are back, and I'm all for it. It's the golden era. It's the golden era, and it's why Everton have to get it sorted so they can start using Umbro again.
At the moment, the game's gone. It's gone.
It's gone. Too much. Game's gone. There you go. Big thanks to Pete for coming in and letting us know his favourite shirts and his least favourite shirts. There you go. If you let us know your thoughts, do you agree with Pete? Do you disagree? Do you absolutely love that shirt? That might inspire memories. That might be like people like, I was at Newcastle when Kevin Campbell scored that goal and blah blah blah, and you know whatever. Let us know what you think of Pete's choices in the comments, and be nice. That's all I would say. Be nice. There you go. Thanks for watching. See you again.